It's Wednesday. Okay, I didn't almost say happy Sunday, but it's Wednesday. Okay, guys, this is totally off the cuff here, but I am up at my dad's church in Hendersonville, North Carolina, and they have a beautiful Baldwin piano that I don't get to play as often anymore. So I asked Dad if he would like to do a quick afternoon live video for you guys just as a surprise. So it's totally unplanned for us, but it's just fun and we love music. And a lot of you, whenever my dad's on, the next couple weeks, people say, please bring your dad back, please bring your dad back. So he's here. So we're gonna do a couple videos and I'll have him play just some fun stuff too. Can you play, somebody asked for 2 verses of Victory in Jesus. So can you play 2 verses? And we'll do some duet stuff too. But I was very influenced by his playing growing up, so got to hear some good stuff. You want to do a duet?
Yeah, let's do a duet.
Hello, y'all. It's Emily. Wow, this is really zoomed in. Okay, so she asked me if I wanted to say anything. Wow, this is really zoomed in. I'm going to sit it
Here,
right
I'll hold
here.
it back
Okay,
here.
you hold it. I'm scared. Okay, so, whoa, there I am. Hey, y'all. So, I hope all of y'all have heard our CD. We did not expect to get such an amazing reaction out of y'all, but we are so glad you're enjoying it. And I'm going to tell y'all a couple little facts about the We Need the Church album. Okay, first fact. Y'all should all know this, but all 10 songs were written by your favorite redhead. Who's that, Dad?
Nat.
Natalie! Okay, that's the first fun fact, is that she wrote all 10. Another fun fact. This one's gonna blow y'all's mind. I don't think she's told anybody this. She played the piano on all 10 songs, but she played another instrument on one song, okay? Y'all can guess what it is, but I'm gonna go ahead and tell you. She played the cello. The cello! It's like a big old violin, and you stick it down on the floor and you play it like this, okay? She played the cello on number 4. It's called Jesus Came Into the Room.
Yeah.
And so, is that
And
not the
Everything You
craziest
Touch.
fact? She played it on 2 songs.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry. So number 4 and number 10. Those are actually 2 songs that she let me lead, which I love. So I think that is super cool. There's a lot of violin on that album. And when our family goes out and sings, I actually play the violin because we have 2 other siblings, but they both have 2 daughters each, so they don't get to travel much. But my other sister is who plays the violin on all 10. Did you play on all 10 tracks?
I think so.
We think she played. She may not have played on a couple, but I think she played on all 10. She's absolutely amazing. And then another fun fact, our brother was the bass player I'm sure a lot of y'all already know that. So all 6 people in my family were super involved, and then we had 3 different guitarists on it. So, but her playing the cello, I just think that is like the neatest fact. And I keep forgetting to tell people, and she doesn't talk about herself a lot. So I come on here to talk about her. But when we're at churches and people are like, she wrote all 10 songs, I always find something to say to keep her humble. So I'll tell y'all that really fast. She laid the piano tracks first in the studio in West Virginia, and she laid the track for I Have a Bible, which is one of my absolute favorite songs. I hope y'all have all heard that. If you haven't, go listen to it and then comment on this video and tell us what you think about that song. But she laid the track for it and forgot the bridge. That's the part after the second chorus. It's my strength in times of temptation. It's where I first learned of God's salvation. Well, that is,
I'm coming back this way.
that is one of my favorite parts of that song, because right after that it goes, and tomorrow when I open up again, it still will be everything I need. And I'm running a rabbit, but my papa preached Sunday school Sunday, and he said that a lawyer had a whole room full of law books. And a preacher said, if you read all of these and learned all of them, and the lawyer said, I could never do that. But if I was a pastor, that would be so easy just to learn one book. And the pastor said, actually, it's not, because it's alive. So we're constantly learning from it. And she wrote that song called I Have a Bible, which I love because my Bible becomes more and more precious to me. Throughout this quarantine, it's become even more precious. But she wrote that song, and that bridge is my favorite. And she said, tomorrow when I open up again, it'll still be what I need. But when she laid the piano track for that, she left that part out. So y'all don't forget that. Reminder, anytime you want
dear.
to. Just reminder and reminder. Say, remember when you forgot that part? So we're all sitting on a couch looking through the window. And I jump up and I looked at the producers and I said, she forgot the bridge. And they were like, she's doing all right, just calm down. So as soon as she got done, I jerked that door open and I said, go back and redo it, Red.
And in my defense, I was just really into it. I was like really feeling it, ready for the chorus. And then all of a sudden, Emily bursts into the room and told me that I forgot half the bridge. So they made me go back and redo it.
So I remind her of that to keep her humble.
There's that. Okay, here you go.
There you go.
Okay, what do you want to do as a duet?
Okay, someone said they want the CD. How do they get it?
Oh, my website, natalierainsmusic.com.
Yes.
So there's links on this page. So
Yeah, here we go.
and all the sheet music.
Y'all don't hold back. Can y'all do Bringing in the Sheaves?
As a duet?
Yeah.
What key? B flat? We like requests because that gives us ideas.
Oh, say, but I'm glad.
There is a song in my heart today. Okay.
everybody will be happy over there.
You want to switch parts? You happy there? See? Is it
Oh, wow, I lost my list. Victory. Oh, you already did that one.
Victor and Jesus.
His eyes on the sparrow.
That's not really a. We can do it. I'll do it as a solo, but then I don't know if that's a duet one. Let's see. And then
Heaven came down.
Heaven came down. Let's see. That was Emily sneezing.
How embarrassing. 4 people have blessed me. Thank y'all. Thank you, Jared, Karis, Cindy, and Nate. That I was trying not to sneeze and it just got me really good. So
Okay, Dad's gonna do Heaven Came Down.
y'all are so funny.
I grew up hearing Grandma sing that. Didn't she do that as a solo? And you played for... I remember hearing it that way before we had it in a hymnal, as far as I know. But, so, you have anything else you want to play?
I don't,
Anything?
right off the top of my head.
Can you do Old Rugged Cross? Okay. And then somebody requested Because He Lives. Can y'all end that? So this is how we'll end, but some of you are asking where we are. This is my dad's church in Hendersonville. So I'm Natalie, but I'm behind the camera at the moment, so I switched places with Emily. But they're gonna end with Because He Lives. So yeah, this was totally random, but we're enjoying it. I'm glad you guys are too. Thanks for joining us.